From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the heat is on, and as expected, the heat expanding courtesy of this big ridge of high pressure that is pretty much in the same spot, northeastern Mexico, South Texas. So let's take a look at that big picture, because that high is not only dominating our temperatures, but it's also guiding the thunderstorm trek. Basically, we're looking at 18,000 feet, 500 millibars up into the atmosphere, and you can see how storms have been rolling generally from west to east, and this ridge keeping us out of the mix for any significant rain chances. Now, toward next week, we might see this ridge back off a little bit and open up a little bit more weakness in the atmosphere, where we'll see a few more afternoon showers and thunderstorms. But for now, rain chances generally less than 10%, at least through the weekend, and more than likely for a few days into next week. You can see these big convective blow-ups across portions of northeast Louisiana into Mississippi, where severe thunderstorm watches and warnings are going at this hour, all the way back through Texas, and even tornado watches as you get into southern portions of Alabama and near the Florida Panhandle as well. And this is what our local Dopplers are seeing right now. A strong storm right over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and then along I-20. Not much activity off to the north, but this, boy, this one's been a bad boy. It rolled through just south and west of the Monroe area, now into Mississippi by the St. Joseph area, crossing over Mississippi. A lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. Possibility of upwards of golf ball or head-size egg hail, or damaging winds in the 80-mile-per-hour range, give or take 5 or 10 miles an hour. So some strong storms there, and they expand farther to the east, mainly north of Dothan, Alabama, and north of the beaches out by Florida. But notice Mobile, Orange Beach, Pensacola in a severe thunderstorm watch area. So there may be some storms there later on this evening. For all the folks that are out at the beaches enjoying the beautiful weather there and getting away from our local heat here. And again, Power Doppler 3, all is quiet. We've been picking up a little smoke from some fires across west central Louisiana, but that's about it. Now, as expected, we mentioned this yesterday, we thought we'd see heat advisories issued for later this week. Well, the Weather Service issued one for today, and then the one for tomorrow goes from 11 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the afternoon. And again, we're not the only ones. Heat advisories across Texas, where temperatures will be well into the triple digits, and heat indices there pushing 110 to 115 as well. So this is a problem that we have, is any thunderstorm activity will get tantalizingly close, just a few parishes away, but most of us stay hot and dry. Southwesterly winds, temperatures back into the mid to upper 90s tomorrow. Heat index way up there. We'll talk about that in a bit. And again, all storms staying well north of us, bypassing Acadiana, around 80 to start, and back into the mid-90s for Friday afternoon, with prospects of showers or storms 5% or less. Temperatures tonight, upper 70s, lower 80s. We're going to set another record tonight if we hit a low of 80 degrees. We set the record this morning. 81 was our low, so a record maximum minimum or a record high low, whichever you want to call it. Mid-90s again tomorrow. Look at that heat index up at 109, but we're going to have another nice southwesterly breeze. We had that today. If you can get in the shade, it helps a little bit, but not much. Near 80 again for Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon, mid to upper 90s, and that heat index pushing 110. In fact, these are the heat indices for tomorrow. You can see hot across the board, and then into the afternoon hours, way up there, and going into Friday, much the same with that heat index pushing 110 to 112 down the line. When's the hottest time during the day? Look at this. Our heat index at 102 at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and stays above 102 through 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, maxing out at 109. And these numbers may only go higher going into the weekend. So overnight tonight, we'll go 84, the overnight low, very warm ahead, a warm night ahead. 78's the record that was set back in 1909. So we're probably going to beat that record. And we mainly get the overnight low records because the Gulf of Mexico has been so much warmer over the last couple of decades compared to the 20th century average. 97 the projected high tomorrow, so another degree or two hotter than today, but at least we'll have that tropical breeze going. And as we head into the weekend, getting very close to 100 degrees, not quite there, but this means some spots in Acadiana, especially Evangeline, St. Landry parishes, Allen parishes, you're probably going to hit 100 several days in a row. Lafayette, upper 90s, hot enough, and those overnight lows at 80. Just a yucky forecast, but a few showers possible starting Tuesday into next week.
Fingers
we'll talk more
crossed.
about that at 6.
Okay, good. We want some changes.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob.